Now, as if the last week hasn't been bad enough for United Airlines, the company is preparing to report a pretty big drop in profits. United Continental Holdings, it's the airline's parent company, is due to report its financial results for the first quarter of the year. Now, the big drop is something we've seen coming for a while now. Sharp increases, of course, in two biggest expenses for the company are to blame. Fuel prices are up about 25% compared to a year ago when oil prices were plunging. Labour costs have also gone up. They've increased sharply due to more expensive deals with unions. Still, investors probably won't be rattled too much by the report, having been prepared for this for months. Of more interest, though, will be the finer details on whether last week's public relations nightmare when a passenger was dragged off a plane. We'll want to know if that, in turn, has hurt ticket sales. Let's find out what you should expect tomorrow. Liling Tan joins us now live from New York with more data on this. Liling, United CEO said policies would change following the forceful removal of Dr. Dow from one of their planes in Chicago. But does that include an end to this policy of overbooking flights as a matter of routine procedure?
Hey there, Rama. It doesn't quite go that far, at least not yet. So far, what we're looking at is changes that includes the airline no longer allowing crew members to displace passengers that are already seated on board the plane. It's also now requiring crew members to book the flight up till an hour before the plane departs. Now, this is, of course, different from previously when when crew members could try to get on board that plane right before it takes off. Now, United also said it will no longer ask law enforcement officials to remove passengers from the flights unless it is a matter of safety and security. But the changes may not end here, though, as United Airlines has also said that these are just the first steps in the policy review. So, Rama, we can expect that more changes may come ahead.
Indeed. Walk us through the economic rationale of overbooking a flight. We understand this is a fairly common practice among airlines.
Yes, it is. Now, where the airlines are concerned, every time there is an empty seat on board a plane, it is a missed opportunity to make money. Now, in the past, airlines have been known to offer offer cash compensation or vouchers for passengers to volunteer to step forward and take another flight when a flight is overbooked. And airlines do this so that they can quickly seat incoming crew members or quickly fill seats when there's a situation such as a last-minute cancellation or a no-show. And in this case, though, the United Airlines had offered $400 and then $800 and a hotel night stay for passengers, but there were no takers in this incident, and that's what resulted in this PR fiasco. Now, ultimately, though, it's unclear why United did not raise the offer to compensate volunteers for changing to a different flight. In the end, we did see that this cost United Airlines much more money than if it had raised that offer after it lost hundreds of millions of dollars in its market capital following the public outrage.
Indeed. Let's talk about Dr. David Dow in a bit more detail, though. The 69-year-old who was pretty much forcefully dragged off that particular flight. Has he sued United yet? What's the latest on that case?
Not yet. He hasn't sued yet, but the family has engaged a lawyer who said that a lawsuit may come soon. Now, Dr. Dow's attorney, Thomas Demetrio, said that his client, the 69-year-old Dr. Dow, was hospitalized for a broken nose, 2 missing teeth, sinus injury, as well as concussion, and that a lawsuit could come soon. However, he also said that United Airlines may not be the only defendant in that lawsuit, hinting that the city of Chicago may be named as a defendant as well. Of course, we'll know all this once that lawsuit is filed. It has not yet been filed, but we're expecting it to occur soon.
Indeed. One last question for you, Liling. United's parent company, United Continental Holdings, are expected to release their reports, their earnings rather, in a matter of hours. What should we expect to see?
Well, no surprises there. You've mentioned this earlier. We are expecting lower earnings, year-on-year earnings, and estimated EPS of 38 cents a share compared to the year ago $1.23. Now, the question, though, is whether the airline will post a smaller decline than what the market is anticipating. If it does, that would be a good thing for the stock price, which, as we saw, took a severe beating last week over this PR fiasco. Now, the earnings are for the first 3 months of the year, which occurred before this incident with Dr. Dow. So the incident itself will have little bearing on the first quarter results. However, the market and investors are looking to see what kind of impact it will have on ticket sales moving forward, and we'll be discussing this with or hearing about this from executives at the company during Tuesday morning's conference call.
Indeed, certainly something to look forward to there. Thank you for that. That's, of course, Liling Tang live in New York.